All right, episode 6. As I said previously, I have seen all the episodes now. And having seen all the episodes, I can say for sure, because I've seen them all, that this is my favorite episode of the show. I thought this episode was fucking fantastic. The thing that sucked, though, is that I expected all of these episodes to be the same length. So they started at 40 something minutes. And as they continued, they got shorter and shorter to where the seventh, I think this one's like 30 minutes. The next one's like 25. And the last one's only 20. I was shocked by that. I was like, what the hell? Why are these getting so short? You could have just cut it down to like, 6 episodes and kept them all at 40 something minutes. So that was weird. In fact, I feel like this could have just been like 1 2 hour movie. But nor here nor there. I liked how it was paced out. I liked that it was a TV series. I'm fine with that. It's just for the length of time that it was and the fact that they got really short with these last few episodes sucked. But even though this one's like 10 minutes shorter than other episodes, I thought it was the best one of the entire freaking thing. So just taking time off doesn't always mean that's a bad thing for sure. Now, I will say this. There does feel like there's gaps in the storytelling. There's just seems to be missing chunks here. Because it goes right from episode 5 where that guy's talking about like this little stuff in this and that, like he knows people, whatever. But then all of a sudden, because she's like, you don't know who you're fucking with to Will and all this. But then all of a sudden they're just marching across and they have this big plan they've laid out that they're going to offer up Rose as sexual bait to get them into the door, which I guess these guys know and have intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the place and how they can get through. I don't know, like it just feels missing. It doesn't need, and that's okay. Like it doesn't need to be explained. It's just, there is moments, and it happens in the next couple episodes as well, where you're just like, oh, okay, I guess we're here now. How did we get here? Where did these come from? And this, that, and blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck? So this plan just coming out of absolutely nowhere, I thought for sure it was going to jump back in time and talk, there was going to be a little connection with them being like, hey, let's do this and let's do that. But nope. So I have no fucking clue what the hell is going on there. It doesn't really matter. So she's put into some like freaking prostitute or like whore den or something with heroin. This guy locks her in there after feeling her up all creepily. You're just like, ooh. And the curly-haired guy is in there. How the hell he got in there, we don't know, and we never find out on the next episode or the next episode. So somehow he went to go knock that guy out in the back of the head or kill him or whatever, and then he's just in a heroin-induced, I don't know what the hell. So it jumped. I actually had to stop and look to make sure that this was the next episode, and maybe I didn't miss one, because I thought it was jumped so over the place and from 5 to 6 from all the characters that I was like, okay, so these guys are like a cohesive unit now, and they're all like buds and are actually got a plan. And like 2 seconds ago, literally, they were just meeting, and now they're like a fucking, it's weird. It's just weird how that all worked out, but it doesn't matter, all right, so they're sneaking in here to take all these guns, and as I said, I love that we get the timeline split. So this one goes this way, then the next episode or segment cuts, and then it starts at that same junction, and these guys go this way. Then it cuts back, and these guys go this way, and they're all stemming from the exact same timelines. And I love that. And when the chaos breaks out, and when he cuts the power, after they grab the guns and everything, all the dudes are screaming and gunfire, and all of a sudden I was like, what the fuck happened? What, I don't understand. Did the lights just went out and people just started killing each other? What the hell happened there? And as I said in the previous video, what I really like is about the continuity of the time between how long it takes for this guy to get over here, for this girl to do this, for like by the time he cuts the power, it feels like the right amount of time in between each of the segments that where I know that that breaker is being pulled. Like it feels like the right amount of time on every one of them. So that I really appreciated. None of them are like, well, it's been like fucking 5 minutes. And in the other one, it was only 20 seconds. That happens too much in movies. And I was really glad to see it here. And it's, it's nuts that this girl now, it says later when this girl stabs the guy in the throat that this was not part of the plan. So they did not put this as part of their plan. And I'm guessing she did that to incite a riot or like in panic so that they would have a distraction in order to get out of there. And the whole irony of it, of course, is that her lover, her boyfriend, whatever, he gets shot in the midst of the chaos. So I don't know what her plan was there. Was that a guy she knew previously and she just wanted to take that opportunity to get back at him? I doubt that. I think she did this intentionally for people to go crazy. But as I said, that wasn't part of their plan. So what was their plan in that moment? They were just going to pull it and then try to sneak out while the lights were off? I guess so. But yeah, that was this whole episode, the way that it's structured, the way that every story arc goes, there's so much tension. Everything is just, it's just tense, man. I was just, every scene, every time one would go this way, I was like, oh, like I was just sitting in my head, like wondering, like, is Rose getting raped right now? And then these guys would go off this way and be like, what the fuck's happening with them right now? What happened? What'd they do? Are they going to try to get her? Or are they, like, I was fucking like on the edge of my seat the whole time. And then when it said not part of the plan, she knifed that guy in the neck, I was like, oh shit. And then I realized, that she got her boyfriend killed by doing that, but maybe the plan wouldn't have been successful if she didn't do that. And then the scene with Sun and that guy in the freaking vents, and he's crawling at her and he's coming at her and she's gone. And then freaking Spears comes and grabs open and shoots him and grabs her out of there. It's such a good fucking scene. It was so tense. I loved it. And yeah, I think that's mostly it. I kind of jumped all over the place a little bit, but as I said, I just really liked the way everything branched off. Really liked this episode overall. It was my favorite episode of the show. So let's move on.